Hey guys, welcome to this episode of From the Pages of WWF Magazine. I'm Anthony, this is Collectors Entertainment Network, and this week we're going to take a look at the May 1996 issue of WWF Magazine with Jake the Snake Roberts on the cover. But before we do that, guys, I'd like to ask you, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I'd love to have you back. Please comment down below. Let me know your WWF Magazine memories. Also, guys, please share this video with anyone you think may like it as well, and go ahead and give this video a like, because that helps a lot too, and all those things are so greatly appreciated. All right, guys, we've got May 1996 issue. We've got Jake the Snake Roberts on the cover. So without any further ado, let's get into the pages. All right, guys, here we go. May 1996 with Jake the Snake Roberts on the cover. We've got a revelation of epic proportions. Jake the Snake Roberts' triumphant return. And up top, part 2 of exclusive Shawn Michaels interview. All right, let's get inside. And I got this issue on April 5th, 1996. Doesn't say where I got it, so I'm not sure. But here we go. We've got Coliseum video ad right here. WrestleMania 12, the biggest event of 1996. And look, WrestleMania 3 and 4 are still sold out. They showed that on the ad last issue. Here's, of course, your table of contents. There's a vintage picture of Jake. Interesting stuff. All right, let's keep going. We've got Can You Guess the Superstar? What do you guys think? John Cena? Honestly, I don't know. Right? John Cena, right? That's his baby picture. Okay. All right. I didn't even notice that before now. All right, Federation Fanatics. Any of you guys, were you kids back then writing in? You guys let me know in the comments below. Alright, here's your questions, comments, and gossip. There is Diesel, there is Razor. They're going to be, they're out of the WWF soon. This issue came out, so when this came out, WrestleMania 12 had happened. But they were, this came out, just after it. So they wouldn't have been able to report on it. And they leave shortly after WrestleMania 12. Am I correct? You guys let me know in the comments below. All right, Rookies to Legends, Heroes of Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. We've got Hillbilly Jim. What was he doing? And was he was with the Godwins, right? At this point, he was like sort of managing the Godwins. And of course, Cooler, Coolest. It's Way Cool, World Wrestling Federation magazine. You can order it there. Alright, The Bite by Vic Venom. You got Double J there. You've got Hot Rod, Roddy Piper, Goldust, and Shawn Michaels. What was Hot Rod doing in the WWF at around this time? If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Alright, Tales from the Turnbuckle. You don't say. The premiere issue of World Wrestling Federation Raw. I don't think I have that. I do have some Raw magazines. I have to go through them, see what I want to show on the channel. Try and keep everything family friendly. So if they're not family friendly, I won't show them on the channel. But if they are okay, then maybe I will. But I don't have I maybe have 3-4 Raw magazines. I'm not sure. Alright, how to order pay-per-view. Pay-per-view 1996. There are your upcoming pay-per-views. And then we've got Cheer Cheer, the gang's all here, but all isn't fun and games in the clubhouse. And your World Tour de Force moves on. Here's your April and May dates. Looks like they are in Germany. Then they come back to the States. They're in Omaha, Nebraska, Sioux City, Iowa, Des Moines, Iowa, then on to Canada. Alright. And here is part 2 of the Shawn Michaels interview. Part 1 was in the previous issue. And there you go. Shawn Michaels chases his destiny. I don't know. Can you guys read it? Can you make it out? You guys take a look. Pause it if you have to, if you can read it. I'm not sure how good it looks, but maybe you guys can. And here is more of the interview. And this is the end of the interview. So moving on. We've got Vic Venom's lifestyles of the rich and filthy rich. At home with the Native American Tatanka, your host, Vic Venom. Robin, you leech, eat your heart out. Okay. Now, were they still doing Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous in the mid to late 90s? Like, that was an 80s thing, right? I don't know. You guys let me know if you remember. And here's some more. Have his bar, his show dogs, his china cabinet, his office. Got that 90s computer, right? We all had that, right? Something similar. Alright, video game review for the PlayStation DEFCON 5. I believe this is the first PlayStation game that has been reviewed here. It's been a lot of Genesis and Super NES, but I think this is the first PlayStation game reviewed in WWF Magazine. And there, of course, on the other side of this will be the trading cards. The Animal, as they say, anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. Oh, the Animal speaks. There you go. So, it's an interview with George the Animal Steele. Do they make it seem like it's, the way the Animal has always spoke? Just looking at it quick, it looks like it was more actual George Steele speaking and less the Animal speaking. All right, the questions I never got to ask Double J. I wonder what those questions are. And who is it? By Vince Russo. Oh, there you go. There's more of the Double J article. And then it looks like he's going to be our poster, because there's your personality profile for Double J, Jeff Jarrett. There is the poster. See if you can see it there. Try and get less glare. It's a little hard. Like I've told you guys before, I'm always fighting the battle between keeping it lit for you guys so you see it and preventing glare. So there you go. There is the career highlights on the other side. And the WWF on America Online. 10 free hours. Yes, kids, that's how we got on the internet. We had to log on with a phone, a modem and all that stuff. I mean, we still have modems now, but they're cable modems. All right, In Your House results. There's Owen and Shawn. I'm sure that was a great match. More of that. And then look, there's Diesel and the Hitman in a steel cage. Oh, I'd like to see that. This looks like a good event. And these In Your Houses recently, I feel like they're got some really great matches. I don't know what happens, or if they're a bunch of schmozzes to set up. Yeah, that's where the Undertaker comes out of the ring, right, and attacks Diesel to set up their match at WrestleMania 12. All right, and speaking of the Undertaker, he is the subject of the cards this month. There is the back, the Undertaker with 3 cards and one big huge one. And there is more from In Your House. Looks like Razor versus the 1-2-3 Kid. How many times are they going to do that? More In Your House, we've got Yokozuna versus the British Bulldog. And what's this? A letter from the Office of Ultimate Creations Incorporated, Warrior Rights. What does that say? I don't know, I'm going to have to read that when I'm done here. Alright, more In Your House and an ad for the next In Your House. But that In Your House will be after WrestleMania 12. But here, the results are still Duke the Dumpster Droese versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I think that is it for the results. Here we go. The cover story. Can Jake the Snake Roberts slither his way past the new generation? There are some vintage shots of him. There he is with Ravishing Rick. Good stuff. Let's see if there's any more nice vintage pictures. Oh, yeah, definitely. Is that WrestleMania 2 versus George Wells? There he is with Andre. There he is with Steamboat. Of course, WrestleMania 3 with Alice Cooper when they put the snake on Jimmy Hart. Great stuff. WrestleMania 3, guys. The greatest of all time. I don't care what anyone says. It is the greatest of all time. Here's some more. There was the blindfold match from WrestleMania 6 or 7. I don't remember. You guys tell me. And then I don't know what that is up there, who he's going against. It looks like the Barbarian, but I can't tell. Alright, and he ain't no little doggy or doggy. I feel like doggy would have 2 G's, right? So I don't know what that means. Justin Hawk Bradshaw's Federation Invasion. Okay. There's some more. He looks familiar. Did he wrestle under another name? You guys tell me in the comments below. And Who's Zoomin' Who? A commentary by Vince Russo. Says, hey, wait a minute. Is that Sonny? I don't think so. Okay. I don't know what's going on. But you guys, what was going on back there? Remind me. Tell me. More Who's Zoomin' Who. Warriors World. Some more stuff with the Ultimate Warrior. And, of course, here's your card to subscribe to WWF Magazine. Get that. The Informer barred from the back. Looks like Diesel attacking, what is that? A coffin, you know, for, from the Undertaker, I guess in the, you know, casket matches or whatever, coffin matches, whatever they call them. Just backstage in like the garage area. Alright, we've got Pin 'em Down. Questions for 123 Kid, Shawn Michaels, and it looks like another one for Razor Ramon. Alright, King of the Ring, June 23rd, 1996, Milwaukee, Wisconsin at the Mecca Arena. It's a pretty famous King of the Ring. If you guys know why, let me know in the comments below. Alright, Mr. All-Star Shawn steps it up on another court. Looks like the basketball court. Although, of course, there's Dan Aykroyd, too. Dan Aykroyd's always somewhere, right? He's always everywhere. Alright, and then this month's Scoop Sullivan Squared Circle Superhero. There's your comic for there. And then now available at newsstands everywhere, Raw Magazine. Alright, your back cover is something for Coca-Cola. And there you go. It's Coca-Cola. Alright, guys. So, that is your May 1996 issue of WWF Magazine with Jake the Snake Roberts on the cover. Alright, guys, that was the May 1996 issue of WWF Magazine with Jake the Snake Roberts on the cover. Guys, again, I'm going to ask you, please subscribe, please like, please comment, please share. All those things help the channel so much, and it is so greatly appreciated. Alright, guys, that's going to do it for the May 1996 issue. Next issue is the June 1996 issue. It's the WrestleMania 12 results. It's got Shawn Michaels on the cover. So until next time, guys, have a good one.